So if you had to eat at Wendy's for a whole entire day, but you had to choose the healthiest options available, would you know what to eat? Well, in today's video, I'm gonna go through a full entire day of eating exclusively at Wendy's. I'm not a huge fast food person, but I know a lot of you are oftentimes stuck on the go, traveling, on the road, and Wendy's or any other fast food joint is probably your only option at some time. So I wanna give you some healthy options to pick up from the menu. We're gonna go through an entire day of what I would eat, and we're gonna get into exactly the calorie breakdown, the macro breakdown, protein, carbs, and fats, so you know exactly what to pick every time you go to a fast food restaurant. I'm Josiah Novak, thetruetransformation.com. Let's head to Wendy's. So Wendy's motto is fresh, never frozen. And I'm gonna go out on a limb here and bet the house that that is a lie. Sorry, Wendy's, but I find it hard to believe that you can transport food from a farm to wherever it goes to a Wendy's without freezing it. Guys, comment below. Let me know if you think Wendy's is fresh, never frozen. All right, guys, so we're back from Wendy's and we have a whole day's worth of food ready to go. I have all the calories, all the macros already put into MyFitnessPal. So a couple disclaimers before we jump in. I don't recommend eating fast food all the time. In fact, I would put it under the category of once in a while, right? So maybe that 10 to 20% of your total food every week. We just don't always know what's going into this food. We don't have the guarantee that all the healthiest ingredients are being used. So I would keep fast food to when you absolutely have no other choice and you're on the road or on the go and you want something quick, or if you just want to take a break from cooking once in a while, fast food is something that is totally fine. Just keep it to a minimum. Couple things too. We did not get breakfast at Wendy's. We showed up too late. Breakfast was over. But I took a look at their menu, and the only thing that I could pick out that was relatively calorie friendly was their sausage, egg, and cheese burrito. It's like 310 calories. It's a tiny little burrito, but they didn't really have any healthy options on the menu for Wendy's breakfast. So my recommendation is, if you're a Wendy's person and you're like, hey, I'm eating Wendy's today, I would maybe skip the breakfast, grab like a quick protein shake, something like that at a gas station if you're on the go, because there really isn't a lot of calorie-friendly items on the menu at Wendy's. That being said, there's tons of options when it comes to lunch, snacks, and dinner, and we're gonna go through those right now. So let's start with lunch. I'm personally a guy who recommends a lighter lunch. Typically, most of you who are watching are busy. You have a busy career, you might have family stuff going on, and you wanna have the energy to get through all of your things that you gotta do on your to-do list every day. So having a heavy lunch is really only gonna slow you down, right? Nobody wants to eat a crazy big lunch and then wanna take a nap about 30 minutes later. Keep it light. Keep it mostly fruits, vegetables, and protein. And at Wendy's, they have a apple pecan grilled chicken salad. I got the half just for the sake of what I would normally get calorie-wise. And looking at it on MyFitnessPal, for half a salad, including the dressing, it's 340 calories. Super light. You could probably get away with doing a full salad if you're super hungry. But if you want to just keep it light, keep it moving, salad, apple pecan, half, with grilled chicken is the way to go. That would be the lunch choice that I would pick. Now, if you're really like, hey, I gotta eat something heavier than that, and you wanna have a side that's relatively calorie friendly, I would get the chili on the side, okay? A small chili is only 210 calories. So for the whole meal, you're looking at 550 calories for your lunch if you include the chili. Not a bad deal, right? Like, you're getting a little bit of protein from the chicken and the chili and the beans, a little bit of ground beef from the chili, and then apples, pecans for your healthy fat, fruit, veggies from the salad, and you're good to go, okay? So that's what I would choose for lunch at Wendy's. Let's move on to a mid-afternoon snack. All right, so for the mid-afternoon snack, I picked up some spicy chicken nuggets. And you might be thinking, that's probably tons of calories. Believe it or not, your mind's gonna be blown. It's only 280 calories for 6 spicy chicken nuggets. Not crazy, right? Now, of course, if you add ranch dressing for a dip or whatever other dressing, barbecue sauce, things like that, then you start to get a little bit higher on the calories. I avoid the dressings, I avoid the dips as much as possible. This I would get just to have something to tie me over to dinner, right? Just if I'm like, hey, I'm no chance I'm gonna be able to hold off till later in the day, don't wanna stop for something unhealthy, what can I get? I would pick up just a 6 count. Now you can do a 4 count and it's gonna be even lower calories. I believe it's 190 calories for a 4 count nugget. But this is my go-to if I'm just looking for something quick. So let's get to dinner. Okay, so I'm a big dinner guy. I like to save most of my calories for later in the day. Typically that's most of the time you're gonna be like, hey, end of the day, a little run down, a little tired. That's where you get to the point where you might have something you wanna watch on TV, you wanna just sit down and have a bigger meal with the family. So I like to save a good chunk of calories for the evening time. So for Wendy's, what I picked up was 2 grilled chicken sandwiches and a plain baked potato on the side, all right? For the 2 grilled chicken sandwiches, we're looking at 740 total calories. Not terrible, almost 70 grams of protein. Considering we haven't really eaten a whole lot all day, you have a lot of room to play with. The baked potato is 270 calories, mostly just carbs. A little bit of protein, about 7 grams of protein, 60 grams of carbs. I did plain, I didn't put the sour cream, the cheese, all that stuff on there. It's just calories that I'm really not gonna, I don't wanna use for this because it's not gonna really satisfy me as much as it's gonna go, put me over my calories. So all in all, we're looking at about 1,000 calories for dinner. The total for all this food, if I ate everything here, it's 1,800 calories, 200 grams of carbs, 56 grams of fat, 126 grams of protein. What I would typically add to this to make sure to round out my whole day would just be an influx of protein. 126 grams is a little low for me. I'd probably do about 50 to 60 grams from like a protein shake, like breakfast, like I mentioned earlier. And that's gonna get me up and it's gonna put my calories where they need to be, which is at least 2,000 to 2,200 per day. For me personally, right? You might be a little lower. You might wanna play around with some of these portions, maybe do 1 sandwich at dinner instead of 2. Maybe do the 4 count instead of the 6. All in all, not terrible for a full day at Wendy's plus a protein shake at home. I actually was surprised. I thought this was gonna be like well over 2,500 calories, maybe even closer to 3,000 calories. But it just goes to show that with a little bit of planning, a little bit of thought going into your daily meals and what you're gonna eat, you can eat basically anywhere and still hit your macros, still hit your calories, and not eat terribly unhealthy. Like this stuff isn't awful. There's grilled chicken, there's veggies, there's beans and the chili, there's the apples. So you're getting some nutrition as well. All in all, I would consider it a win-win. All right, that wraps up a full day of eating at Wendy's, the healthy version, right? We're not going crazy and trying to do a 10,000 calorie eating challenge. I hate those things. I think they're overplayed, overhyped. So let's just stop that nonsense. It doesn't do anybody good. This is what we're all about, right? Eating food that we enjoy, convenient, and still getting the nutrition and the calories that we need to hit our goals. If you enjoyed this video and you want to see more, if you haven't already checked out the Chick-fil-A one that I did, you can check it out right here. I'll put the video link up here on the screen. Check that one out. I covered a whole day of eating at Chick-fil-A. But if you want to see other fast food restaurants covered, just leave a comment below with the other restaurants that you'd like to see me eat at, and I will do my best to cover that in a future video very soon. Until next time, make sure you check out thetruetransformation.com. If you haven't already, hit the thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.